than animal. Sorry, War, you were saying?
I'm quite offended because you literally just said then that my analysis was not good enough to fit in the VOD. I mean, I was going to give about a 15-minute run on what happened, but I don't think you're deserving of it now. But it's a bit disappointing. Actually, I say disappointing. It's quite pleasing because they actually did take the game to Epsilon. They literally went, they went at them. They gave everything they could. They got 2 quick rounds, and I think it was quite critical in that moment what they did next. And what they did next was a bit. I think it was when they were pushing to last, or they were doing and they just started going a bit too hasty. Is what I'm trying to say. They should have just sort of slowed down the game, try to bring it to their pace a little bit more. Because they had the advantage. They were winning 2-0. They can just slow down the game as much as they want. It was completely on their advantage, but they're rushing it for no reason. And I think at the end of the day, that's what actually cost it for them.
Well, the thing is, well, I suppose the important question is, how do you contain the pace? Because Epsilon eSports increased the pace. If they increase the pace, what do you do?
It's simple. I use this tactic of 1 heavy, 1 engineer, 1 pyro, and you put that into your team with a demo man, and then maybe leave well, you have to leave the medic, I guess, but if you've got an engineer, you can use the dispenser anyway. And that's you just turtle on your Lars for 30 minutes. Obviously, you do attempt to actually cap second, because if you don't, the game will restart. You have to fight mid again. So maybe make an effort to cap second every so often. But seriously, I think there's nothing wrong with running a heavy. I mean, if they want to win, and they really do, they may not have wanted to employ this tactic because it's just a league game, and they're still going to be playing the playoffs, and they're still going to be in the playoffs no matter what. It just means that they're going to have a longer road. But maybe they should have employed a heavy, or everybody is known Granary for that really, really lame defensive tactic where you hold yard for about 30 minutes after the mid fight, and then it's like a battle for mid and second. I think after they won those 2 rounds that I think it's just because they won them so quickly that they thought, oh, this is easy, guys, let's 5-0, 5-0. Where they sort of just needed to keep a level head. They have the advantage and go on from there. But I think it's good because it does show that Epsilon aren't invincible. But it also shows the strength of Epsilon because they were able to actually pick themselves up. I mean, I'm not going to lie, if any other team lost 2 rounds quickly, they'd pretty much be in tatters. They'd be having flashbacks, be like the beginning of the end sort of thing. But they sort of kept a level head, reacted to it, and as you can see, it was 7 rounds in a row.
Indeed, they didn't manage to knock off Quarantine's score against Epsilon, obviously 5-3. I'm sure they would have found that closer, more intense.
Using that, it's just obvious that the top 10 of Prem teams in TF2 is obviously Epsilon first, Quarantine second. Because Quarantine are the guys that have almost tippled the champions with their very, very close score. So obviously Quarantine are second best, undisputed. But I think it's just I think it's actually quite good for BFF, the fact that they have actually been able to show that they do have potential. The only thing that I'm worried about is that they'll just fold, which I don't think is needed. They just need a little bit more togetherness, and you can only get that when you play with each other for quite a while. Epsilon had the advantage of having some just fantastic players.
Indeed, so they're thinking so well. They're thinking very, very quickly. That's the thing, because they understand the game so well. You can
just take out 4 players and replace them with 4 other Div 1/Prem players, and they'll probably be the exact same. Because as long as they keep at least KnoxXx or numlocked, or even Shocky, because, well, sorry, I call him Stefan. Even Stefan, because they're just really, really cool. I mean, even Stefan, he's got the knowledge himself, so he could probably carry a team by himself.
Indeed, and both teams have 6 players up here. I'm hoping that none of them crash, because there was, like I said, a TF2 update, and if one of them does crash, they are in trouble because they won't be able to rejoin. So I don't know what will happen. But let's hope that doesn't happen. And who was your man of the map for that last match? I mean, I know who mine was, but I'll obviously ask you first.
In the first 2 minutes, Daleth. And then for the rest of the game, it was probably numlocked.
Yes, and the same thing for me. I think it goes to Numlocked as well, coming out with some sick plays.
I mean, those plays are the sort of things that BFF needed, and I mean, kaidus provided them, especially on his last cap, well, pretty much solo cap, although Quad finished it off, but that was what they needed more of. Obviously, you can't have that all the time. You're not always going to get those frag movie moments. It's what you do in between that actually really count, and obviously in between Numlock's, fantastic performance, he just played solid for the entire thing. There weren't many times when he overextended or got caught out. He pretty much played solid all the way through it, whereas kaidus on the other hand, I think he felt a little bit too rushed, started overextending a little bit, getting himself in a few dodgy positions, but it's understandable because in the positions that he's in, they had a 2-0 lead, they're losing rounds, they need to get a round back so they have a chance of winning, and you're going to overextend. I think the good thing for Epsilon, the reason why they came back so well, is because they got no pressure. There's nothing to worry about if they win or lose. They can literally just, I don't know, they could just off-class. Obviously they won't, but it's just how comfortable with the position that they are in at the moment.
I'm just worried about that kaidus disconnected, so I'm hoping that he doesn't get a TF2 update, and not sure what's going to happen here.
Well, I'll be happy to welcome this TF2 update if it fixes the Hollow Man bug, because it's annoying me now, and it's incredibly creepy. What I actually do, well, I have to make sure that my character is actually wielding quite a few accessories, because if I don't actually wear any hats, you can't see them. Although, that's kind of annoying, especially if you're a medic, I can imagine. Oh, actually, he's rejoined, so I think.
Yeah, I think he's rejoining. I think it was just. I think he didn't close TF2. I don't know. There we go. I think there's trolling here. He's back. kaidus is back. I think they were just teasing him. I think kaidus actually closed TF2. I think he just disconnected off the server, which is a bit different. But anyway, I think one of them have already ready up here, so it's going to be interesting. But yeah, like you said, after the first 2 minutes, Numlocked was the MVP for me, and it's a vicious cycle war. I think as soon as the pace starts to increase and you're down, you start overextending, like you said. You start to rush things. As soon as you start to rush things, things are out of place and out of order and out of sync with the rest of the team. Yeah. And I think both teams have readied up. Yep. So you're through to VanillaTV, and you're watching the final game in the ETF2L Season 14 Premiership Division, Week 6 between BFF and Epsilon eSports on CP Process. Your casters for this evening are War and Byte and streaming none other than Animal, and now you can and Epsilon eSports are in blue and BFF are in red, and now you can see the soldier goes completely aggressive onto that soldier. He's going to get picked off surely, but he doesn't. Daleth manages to get out there on 42 HP, jumps in again, but he's surely going to get picked off. He does now. kaidus gets picked off by Shocky as well, seeing that kaidus was primed to be taken down here. Hat is in trouble, but is going to get out in time. Hat is on 53 health. He does manage to get away. Epsilon eSports not giving any respect whatsoever. They're not even capping the point here, War. They're still pushing, trying to get Hat down. And Numlocked comes in. He's not happy. Numlocked's thinking we should have got the soldier and medic, it looks like, on his question. They haven't even capped middle, like I said there. And now Epsilon eSports are like, guys, you might want to cap middle first.
I think they're more like, guys, go last. We've got this. The spawn camp.
I'm pretty sure if they could buy like some sort of like I don't know, bind where or thing where you could just cap the point for free by losing health, they would take it and go forward onto last or something.
There's actually, I think, the main difference between Epsilon and most teams. When Epsilon move up, they're probably still weak, but they just don't give a shit, give a damn. I almost swore, but I didn't. And,
it's perfectly cool, and I think what you're saying is completely right. They wouldn't give a damn, really. And they've actually Ubered here early, Epsilon eSports. They haven't actually Ubered at all, BFF, so they're in trouble here, Epsilon eSports. They take down Daleth, though. Will not manage to get out. He does, and there's a soldier in sewers, but he gets spotted. Nothing that soldier can do. What can Mitsy do? Oh, Mitsy gets taken down.
That was actually there for the pickings for BFF, but kaidus was actually behind Spire, so they couldn't follow up, and I think Epsilon are looking to pressure in from sewers, but I think it's just meaningless pressure, just trying to harass them, make them feel uncomfortable. But I think
Kaidus,
BFF
PC.
could have gone better. But yeah, they're pushing through PC.
Epsilon doing a really good job getting out, realising they don't have the players here, and BFF rightly so taking this point, but Epsilon have other ideas at the moment. The Scout staying in, but they're taking so much damage here. Spam from kaidus. Remember that choke is so... Yeah, Knox goes down there. You can see the spam is being too much, but Mike and Mitsy and Bash just come in. Just when the BFF think they've just completely, won it for them, they just get wiped by...
That did not make any sense at all. All I saw was Epsilon in choke. I was like, wow, they're going to get completely destroyed. I was looking at the health, they're all 100 apart from Knox who died. And then I looked at BFF's health in comparison, and every single one of them was pretty much on red, and then they all just died. Like, in that position, I have no idea how they lost. That was just really, really well played. That's all I can say.
The syncing between them, even though they've lost their medic, they just realise that they have to go, it's like auto mode. Like, okay, we just lost our medic, guys. How much damage can we do? Oh! We can just kill 6, no problem. It's like, okay, no problem, we just wipe them out, and now we have a slight advantage as well, with 20% advantage roughly. BeaverN running sniper and quad.
Knox is running crits, by the way, as well.
Very interesting, I didn't spot that. So they are going to push into lobby, so they have to be careful of that sniper. Where is the sniper? He is on the right side, he misses. The heavy is being focused, and the soldier's going to jump behind, and numlocked realises this. Maybe a couple more stickies onto the heavy. The heavy's going to get taken down, Bash goes down, but so does Quad, so the heavy goes down and does have Uber. And it's been forced by one of the scouts. Shocky tries to start capping the point to create a distraction. Numlocked is up top, he's going to get picked off because hocz is still Ubered. Mike's in trouble as well, he's going to get picked off. There are 4 players down here, so the defense by BFF working really well because I don't think Numlocked got enough players with the crits there.
That was actually really good. I think going crits on last on this map is actually quite a risky play because it is quite far away. And because it is so easy for the medic to just go into that panic room at the back and just stay safe. Another thing that I just wasn't too sure about is that Daleth then just jumped in on the medic. I mean, numlocked didn't get anybody with the first 2 stickies. There was no need to jump on him. And I think they could have maybe just pressured on that as soon as they got Uber. And just carried on, maybe got mid. But they're almost at crits now and Daleth's gone in.
But they do have crits, but they have no down. But they've lost 3 players here. What can the soldier do? Maybe with a stray rocket. This is going to be interesting. Take down the scout. That'd be the smart thing to do, which they do now. Do indeed. That's why I was laughing partially. But they do have Uber war, but they can't actually do anything with it to hold second. So they're going to hold it on last. But now Epsilon eSports are going to force it, and only 1 player has been sacrificed. Not even 1 player got sacrificed there to forcing it. Oh dear.
That was That was awesome.
That was just sublime, knowing that they have to force it because they don't have the players, BFF, and knowing that the fact that because they don't have the players they won't lose too many here into forcing the Uber, and they managed to all get out. Now they have 60% crit advantage. BFF realising that they have the crit advantage, the soldiers overextended, and now they've actually critted, but Numlocked goes down, Scout taking down BeaverN taking down Numlocked. They are 3 players down, the crits are still up, the kaidus goes down as well, there's nothing Hat can do here, he's in trouble. Yeah, Hat's going down, and so is the soldier because they just lost 5 players fresh, about to be 6, and it's 1-0 to Epsilon eSports. BFF putting up a resistance of 5 minutes and 30 seconds, but yeah.
It's getting quite frustrating for me to watch this now because they're getting in some really good positions. BFF, they take out the demo man, and they sort of just stay in, but the problem is that they're all actually in a position where they can just leave. They've killed the demo man, they've forced the crits, the only thing that they've got is scouts, and they're easy to spam out and kill, but they opt to stay in and they lose for it.
Taking a look at Epsilon eSports' structure, look at them, they're really passive as a structure. They're just, the structure is so good at the moment, and that soldier's in trouble, he just stays in there for no reason. There are 3 players down there. I was trying to compliment Epsilon eSports with their structure, but fortunately Numlocked got picked.
Sewers, and he's jumping on medic.
Numlocked got picked off so easily, and that's a lovely arrow by Knox. Scout stays alive. Yeah, he does. Shock. Oh no, he doesn't. Nice rocket there by hocz, and now BFF have the chance to push the last here, but Knox doesn't actually quite have Uber. No one's been building. Knox is in trouble here unless BFF push straight away, which they are not. They're pushing left-hand side here with the Uber, so they will have it in time. And they do have a sniper as well. And Hat drops. Bash takes down Hat with a body shot there. That's a drop by Hat, a full-on drop. Unfortunately, 2 scouts on the point, trying to create a distraction. Quad goes down. Daleth goes down. kaidus goes down. BeaverN goes down. Where is hocz? hocz is behind! Oh, Knox is Knox, so clever. Is he going to go down though? No, he's not. Knox was the only guy who realised to check behind up top. If he didn't call it, I'm pretty sure that he would have capped that and everyone would have gone forward in time, but because he called it, everyone managed to drop back and help him. Really well played to Knox.
I was really unlucky for Hat to drop that Uber. There's nothing like anyone would have done differently. You just can't do anything in that situation. It's just Bash being an idiot, body shotting. Should have headshotted scrub. But it's unfortunate, and obviously it's paid dividends for Epsilon, as they're just going to be pushing on to second and probably straight to last, I'd imagine.
Well, I believe his intention was to hit down the medic, so he did a good job there. Obviously, it was a body shot, so you know, calling him a scrub, being yourself a pro sniper, well, you know, it puts shame to you snipers at least.
There's no honor in it.
But they are 2 players down here, BFF, and they just cap the point. That's the thing about this map, or on last, I'm sure you know it very well, that if you always try to hold up top, then when scouts get onto this point, it's really difficult to defend it and stop it in time being capped, and that's what happened there. Even though BFF had Uber to stop it, they were just too far away from the point.
That was actually pretty good. They literally just all walked over there as a unit, and then it just stopped and capped, and that was it.
You just see numlocked saying, guys, cap points win. Oh. It's just staying on the point. No, kaidus is taking quite a bit of damage. He goes down to Mike. Mike doing some really good focus fire. Numlocked trying to go down here to the soldier. He is going to take him down because BeaverN and Daleth are focusing on Numlocked. Mitsy goes down as well, but Hat goes down, so it's 4 versus 4 at the moment. This is crucial. Can the scout meet? Oh, Shocky just cleaning up like a boss. Bash goes down. Shocky is going to get the health back, so he is going to be fine. And the soldier's going to jump onto Knox. Can he surf this? He does surf it like a pro medic, and now kaidus has just spawned, and that's really well played by Epsilon eSports. And now the soldier's just going to push up straight away. Knox may be telling him... Oh no, sorry, it's Mike trying to go for a pick. Maybe because he knows kaidus would have set up a sticky trap on balcony. Surely... Yep, he's just seen him. He saw him. He knows.
They were just giving each other a friendly greeting, that's all.
You know, they know that he's there now, though, so he's just going to probably go in towards PC. Yep, he does. And he drops back slowly, because he's being really smart here, Mike. Just staying alive, so that when they do push... But BeaverN has actually gone sniper. It's going to be interesting where he is sniping from. Oh, he's sniping on last, so they're just giving up second here. Well, they're not even contesting or trying to force it, which is...
I think that maybe is the correct thing to do in some respect, but they should at least make an attempt to force early.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I would be doing, which they're not doing now. The heavy is blocking numlocked completely. They're trying to get rid of the stickies on the point so they can cap this quickly, because they don't have Uber, remember. They are going to try and get this point, but they have a heavy and a soldier to contend with. No way they're going to get this point unless the soldier can create a lot of distraction. They've got a lot of time onto this point here, War. The heavy's still up, though. Numlocked just needs to reload, and that's what's happening. And then Bash just comes in and takes down Quad. And it's 3-0 to Epsilon eSports. This could be a very quick game.
I knew I should have come up with some process statistics.
Jinx Epsilon eSports, yes indeed. Yeah. And so far, I mean, the last round, the top damagers was Mike, Bash, and Shocky. Scouts and the soldiers doing a really good job here at the moment. Shocky, especially with 5 frags, just cleaning up middle so well. And now you can see the scout is on kaidus. No one's protecting kaidus. Shocky with the meat shots on kaidus there, taking down straight away. Daleth goes down. Quad takes down Mike though. And that soldier is in no man's land and needs to be careful. And he's jumped in onto the medic, but he's not going to get him in time, surely. No, he goes down as well. And it just seems like as soon as they take down kaidus, well, it's all over for BFF.
Yeah, I think I had a feeling that this map would just go 5-0 straight to Epsilon. I think if BFF did put up a fight, it would be granary because, I mean, when you look at mids, the scouts on Epsilon are just being like, it's like a playground for them.
kaidus has been absolutely juggled up the top. And again, oh, this is beautiful, my kaidus. He just literally went vertically up twice in the air, and he goes down. So does numlocked though. So it's 4 versus 4 at the moment. But the difference is Epsilon eSports have the point here. Well, I don't know why the scouts I don't know why the scouts trying to go for it. There are 3 players down here.
No, there's. I mean, they've got a high advantage. That's a good thing. And I mean, it could actually. Well, it looks like it may be working out for them.
Maybe
as long as they communicate focus targets, which they seem to actually be doing. I mean, hocz actually did a really good job of juggling Mitsy off the point. So it was incredibly risky to do that. But obviously, yeah, they've definitely got to start doing stuff like that. They need to take more risky plays to actually start winning.
Ah, beautiful jump by kaidus, taking down numlocked and Mike as well. And that's 3 players down here for Epsilon eSports. This could be a reply from BFF, hopefully a start of a round fest for them. They need to be pushing straight away though, for my liking more. They're not pushing straight away. I don't know why.
No, they seem to be going PC, and they've got Uber, and they literally just go in now.
Sniper's up. Where is Bash? He managed to get out in time.
Yeah, he's on last now. He's gonna drop the medic, calling it.
But they're gonna have Uber in time. This is what I was talking about, because I think they could have pushed even harder and taken.
Yeah, they definitely could have pushed a lot harder.
And I don't think Knox would have had the Uber in time, and now he does. and now they can save last. This is the problem. So BFF not pushing as fast as I thought they would. They are minus a player though, with Shocky going down here. hocz being focused like hell, but they are 3 players down here of Epsilon eSports. This could be a round 4. There's nothing they can do here, surely, and it's kaidus sticking the point. It's 1 round there to BFF 3-1 now in favour of Epsilon eSports. Could this be the reply that BFF are looking for, just to instigate something, get that momentum going? I'm going to take a look at kaidus this time, first person point of view, just to see if he gets focused here by Shocky and a soldier, because I think he goes down way too quickly for my liking.
Definitely, yeah. I think they just obviously know the weakness of BFF, and they literally just they will just like ruin him, make him passive. That's it.
Indeed, that's what I would do if I was going to be the focus here, go passively, and that's what kaidus is doing, trying to push back with his team. hocz leads the way though, and now that kaidus knows he's free, the medic is kind of weak, but kaidus actually playing very passive that time, and it's a wipe for Epsilon eSports.
Wow.
A very, very, very rare wipe for Epsilon eSports. Never see 6 of them go down in a way like that, and one of the soldiers taunting there just to make a point that we're coming back here to make a comeback and maybe steal this map off you.
They didn't even kill a player.
Whoa.
Oh no. Oh well, there you go.
Daleth just had to ruin it, or should I say Bash just had to ruin it. That they do have uber advantage, but they are minus a player, remember, and with Epsilon eSports' quality, that may prove crucial. KnoxXx is holding up close here in lobby with Mitsy, just trying to create a distraction, and I think BFF saying, we've got plenty of time here, War, we can wait for our Daleth to spawn and go. Daleth goes spy. Daleth goes spy, very interesting play, and now they've actually ubered in early, so Epsilon eSports need to watch the point here and stay alive, but they are watching the point, they are getting cap time on this, and they are going to cap this. I can't see them holding this at all. This would be a miracle if they do manage to hold this, surely. With the spy up, he's just going to uncloak onto the point. Yeah, kaidus will get that, for sure. And there we can see 3-2. That's 2 rounds, War, in about 4.5 minutes.
It could have gotten a lot different, because Bash was literally, he almost got the medic. It was so close, that was ridiculous. That was like such, I don't actually know how that hit, to be honest. He should have been dead.
Indeed, I'm just looking now at kaidus. Is he going to play passive? He should play passive and wait for the soldiers to make the room for him and the scout. kaidus is being focused as well though, but he's getting no heals at the moment from now heals him. He's going to have to grab the health back. kaidus does the jump to try and make the move, but I think it's maybe a little bit premature. Depends really if he gets numlocked. He gets picked off, you see. This is what I was talking about. They are 3 players down here, BFF, and they're about to lose another player, I think, because Quad and hocz are too weak to even contend this. Nope, they are actually holding. Yeah, there you can see numlocked comes in, wipes out BeaverN and Quad, and this point is going to be Epsilon eSports. Now you see the difference there. Like kaidus could have just not jumped then and just walked over like he did in the previous round, and I think they would have won it. But because he jumped too early, because the soldiers weren't in position to go forward and create the distraction and damage, so to speak, and instead kaidus was the bait, and now obviously with kaidus going down, being the damage.
Yeah, someone said in Source TV chat that kaidus thinks he's Daleth.
It's a very interesting point by Koth Mini Century JL Elong. Jillilong. Interesting name. Makes a very good sound on the microphone. kaidus is being pressured here in lower PC. Mike goes down though, trying to pressure kaidus there for all his woes. So they are a player down here. They need to be careful. KnoxXx calling his team to get out, just get height advantage, hold territory. numlocked holding choke like a good boy.
They should really go with this play disadvantage, to be honest, and I don't know why. They're losing. Obviously they have everything to fear, but they're losing. They're player down. This is the perfect opportunity to just go for it. And now Mike is back up, and it's just going to be. I mean, if they don't push when they've got 5, why are they going to push when they've got 6? I don't see any sort of motivation behind this.
Indeed, and now you can see they've just pushed with 6 war against 6 with an Uber versus Uber, and KnoxXx has a slight advantage over on the Uber charge counter, but Bash actually goes down as well. But that scout's going to be picked off. Oh, Shocky with a beautiful kill on Hat there. So both scouts go down here for the medic. Now remember, BFF don't have heals, so all Epsilon eSports need to do is stay alive. If they stay alive, then they can hold middle. If they don't, numlock's going to go down. Oh, numlocked goes down, so they can't hold middle now. BFF doing a really good job there with the push, and Mitsy goes down as well. KnoxXx is going to be focused. He's been spotted. Yep, KnoxXx should just kill himself. KnoxXx, just kill yourself. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa, easy, man. I know he's French, but still.
But look at the magic. Look at the magic by Shocky. Look, he just wiped out 4 players.
That was like, they definitely just overextended for the medic. They literally, for some reason, they thought it's a do or die. If we don't get the medic, we're going to lose everything and we're going to fold and the world's going to explode. But they should have just literally chilled out, got mid, then carried on. That was a huge mistake for BFF on their part. I mean, it was good. It provided some decent action, but it's just a little bit too bad.
Daleth goes down as well. So does kaidus. It looks like they've just been demoralised from that last push where they thought they had it, and they've just lost kaidus and Daleth. So all they need to do here will is get on the point. And as I said, it's very hard to stop in time. Look at that.
Yeah.
And they just get on it.
That's really unfortunate for BFF. I mean,
they were correct to push like that, but they overextended a bit too much after that. That was the thing. Like they got the medic, just get out after that. What's the problem?
I think maybe they should have just. I mean, the medic got himself like really far away, so they had to overextend to get him. But they should have maybe just focused on point a little bit more.
I'm not doing a really good job there with the damage onto kaidus. kaidus not having the same amount of heals, so he gets focused straight away because kaidus is already pretty weak on 50 health, so he can't jump at all. Oh, kaidus is being focused like hell, but Ford takes down Mike. Mike was going for kaidus there, and they've lost 2 players down here. In fact, both teams have lost 2 players here. It's 4 versus 4 at the moment, so whoever gets the next pick or moves over to the point will win this. And looks like hocz goes down, so Epsilon eSports will win this, as always, boy. It's always whoever gets the next pick and walks over that point wins it. And kaidus and Hat on 27 HP gets the small health back. He's on 65. Not jumps in. Tried to go for the medic. Numlocked is still enough. He's got enough health here. I say enough health. He's on 7 HP. 1 grenade and he's dead! Oh, so he Ubers him. Very well played by KnoxXx, realising that he's going to Uber him. And it's Uber versus Uber here, War.
BFF are doing the right thing. They're actually just getting out.
Yeah, because they've got, obviously, the players spawning and also players on middle. Remember, they were capping, so they would just come in. I can just see Epsilon eSports push here without the Uber. I don't know why. Because this map does, on last, it does entice pushing without Uber very, very well. That soldier's going to get picked off straight away. They won't let him get out there for free. And now the scout caps, you see, look, this is how easy it is to cap. The heavy has to drop onto the point, which is what he's doing, but the soldier's going to focus him. Quad doing a really good job. The medic goes down as well, so it's numlocked and Mike versus Hat and BeaverN. What can they do? BeaverN goes down and numlocked gets the point. Yep, the caliber of those two, too strong really, with the amount of damage they can do. Looks like they're running away with this here, War. Yeah,
I mean, well, there's still 10 minutes left, so hopefully BFF can actually start, you know, bringing something back. I mean, they have a good idea on mid. They're just sort of not seem to be like doing it right. Their idea, you can see that it is going to work, but it's just not going well.
Just look at that aggression by Mike and the 2 scouts. It's just insane, and there's just nothing kaidus can do. Now, I'm not doing such a good job with the damage there onto kaidus, making him so weak, leaving kaidus with no chance whatsoever against a kamikaze soldier, which is why Mike comes in and just finishes him off with a scout. And it's like you said right at the very start, War. You know, BFF to win this, they'd have to have all 6 players, you know, on form. And Hat almost has to cut myself off here. He almost has Uber. Numlocked goes down, doing a really good job. Hat is dropped his Uber. That's really well played by Mitsy and Numlocked, killing Hat in time. And now they have Uber advantage. They're going to push with 2 scouts onto last. It's going to be very interesting because BFF are pushing to last. Sorry, Epsilon eSports are pushing to last and BFF are already pushing to second. What can I... Oh, look at the speed shots by the scouts! Onto that soldier, completely cleaning up. This is what the scouts can do. What can the scouts do here? This is all up the focus fire. Shocky goes down, so now they are slightly broken, but the soldier jumps in onto the point and it's 6-2 to Epsilon eSports. That was really beautiful to see there, War, with the scouts there.
It actually just looked like he was just jumping into a wall.
Concrete wall,
yeah, that was quite hilarious. He literally just stopped dead in his tracks. And the fact they suspended him in the air for a bit as well, he looked like he just landed on a box in midair.
Gotta admit, Epsilon eSports do look really impressive on this map. Out of all the maps I've seen them, I think that this is the only map where they do look really solid. I know they've lost 2 rounds here, but team-wise and on this map, in terms of position, they've done really, really well. And Hat gets 2 slices on Numlocked, and he uses the Uber to take down Epsilon eSports, basically.
I think BFF have just unlocked the thing that they need to win.
Which is
they just need Hat, go forward, Ubersaw, win.
I thought you were going to say not give a damn award or something like that, as in not care, because they're dying anyway, so I figured why not, yeah, go forward, and that seems what Hat was doing. He's thinking, yeah, I'm going to die here, I'll just get a few slices on Numlocked, Uber out, kill a few players. I say a few, all of them.
No, you can tell that was pre-planned. They've been practicing that strat for ages.
Shocky goes down, but so does kaidus. That's really, really bad there. So does BeaverN, though. That scout's in bad place as well. They are, oh dear, they are 3 players down here. BFF could be looking at losing this map in the next few seconds. It's 3 versus 3, but Knox goes down as well. There is a soldier.
Daleth last.
Soldier on last. Well played to Daleth there. Numlocked overextending, I think, a bit too much there, really, in terms of defending. I don't know why he was that far forward. And now it's 6-3, so yeah. That's 3 rounds. They haven't equalled Quarantine's best, though.
Yeah, they need a round. They need a round that it's possible.
If they get a round, then they've actually beaten Quarantine because they've actually got 4 rounds against Epsilon eSports as opposed to 3, no matter what the score is.
Oh, this is insane.
Time left is 7 minutes 20 on the clock. The scouts get picked off by Daleth. Daleth doing a really good job there with his bomb. They're taking down Bash, but Daleth gets picked off by Mike there as well. And now look at the Epsilon eSports structure. Look, they're all behind that rock. Numlocked goes down. Shocky takes down kaidus though, so it's 4 versus 4. Now it's all up to the solo efforts now of Mitsy. Mitsy gets picked off by a beautiful rocket by hocz, and now it's up to hocz to do something. What can they do? Because Knox is alive, and I reckon he'll have faith with Mike here and Uber him out. Maybe? Oh no, he's going to drop out now because they're going to cap the point. Yep, that's very well played by Knox, thinking there's no point Ubering here onto middle because we're not going to save it in time. And now Mike takes down hocz. And Quad is going to be chasing, so he needs to drop out. And you can see the scout comes, helps him. Well, Ash realizes that Mike's under pressure, and he just tells him, you know what, take a step back, and I'll help you here. And that's what they do here. Now they have a full Uber advantage. Oh, that soldier gets absolutely destroyed on the floor. Numlocked goes down for jumping in the wrong place. There's a soldier behind. He gets taken down by Mike, spotting him very, very quickly there. Knox needs to be careful. Someone's chasing him. He's going to get picked off, surely. Oh, Shocky with the meat shots. Wow.
Oh, I mean, overextending again. Well, actually, however, because Quad take out Bash, they may actually be able to go through to mid and retake it. But they are still sort of overextending a little bit too much because when they got numlocked, they should have just all hung back, let them take mid, push back in without a demo, easy win. But they're going to have Uber soon, and they should be able to push to second.
Yep, Knox hasn't built though so quickly.
Oh, and Hat has crits.
Oh, they're crits, yep, and Numlocked goes down to those crits, and Knox manages to get into a safe position and drop out. Okay, they're saying, this is my point, get off it please, and Knox is saying, yeah, sure, why not? In a French accent somehow, and Mike goes down as well. Knox needs to be careful. Oui, yes, and Knox needs to be careful because they are 2 players down here at Epsilon eSports, so they're going to get forced here. They're surely going to get forced, and Knox knows it. Scout on the left is going to get picked off here, Bash is in trouble. Scout needs to get picked off. He's really, really weak. He gets taken down. Daleth goes down, but Numlocked goes down as well. So does BeaverN, though.
Actually, well, they've actually sort of stifled the push out, maybe by a little bit, by about an extra few seconds or so. But it was still quite good to take out Numlocked because it's going to make it a lot harder. And BFF might be able to contest because they've got 2 spawners up now.
But they also have crits as well. They do also have crits. It's interesting how the soldier goes for the Demo Man, who is on 36 health, but then also Mitsy jumps onto. Well, not even jumps, he goes for the medic as well. Mitsy doing a really good job there, actually. Doing so much damage to kaidus, also taking down Hat, and they also managed to cap the point. The Scouts doing a really good job in terms of priority, figuring that they need to cap the point so nothing can go behind. And now they just lost 3 players here. Look how quickly they can turn this around here, War. And Hat's still down here. He will get a nice spawn though. BeaverN will not, I don't think, because he just went down. And Epsilon eSports realising that and thinking that we'll just all get on this, cap this really quickly, so they have 1 player down and maybe push. They do have Uber advantage here. What are they going to push from PC? They are.
This is looking quite upsetting. They're just going to go for last, and I think they're just going to try and destroy everything.
Needs to be careful here. They're overextending a bit too much. What can Numlocked do? Numlocked needs to do a really good job here. He is so far. He's still alive though, and he's still on full health. And now he's weak. 3 down here. I'm not saying this is our point, guys. 7-3. Surely it's going to be the case. Hat won't have Uber in time. Hat goes down, and it's 7-3. They need to. I suppose their target would try and beat maybe Quarantine's score. You know, because
yeah, that's definitely what they're saying in Mumble now. They're like, guys, we may have come 4th, but let's try and beat Quarantine's score.
I'm pretty sure that's what's being saying. That's being said. Sorry. I would like to see them get a 4th round though.
Yeah, me too.
Because they, like you said, they have had some really good moments, haven't they? Like they could easily counter Epsilon eSports, and kaidus goes down as well, but so does Numlocked. So it's 2 players down here for Epsilon eSports, about to be 3. Look at Epsilon eSports' health. Bash is on 2 HP. He goes down. The Scout stays alive. Shocky doing really well. Ooh. Look at this. He gets the health back.
Wow. Knox just takes out Daleth with an arrow when he was being chased.
One of the few things that a lot of people do miss out is that the amount of times the medic stays alive and knows when to get out. And if you look at Knox's score of 94 points, it would show you that he hasn't died as much, or he's just be stealing cat points, which I don't think that's the case. He's just doing such a good job in terms of staying alive. No one's staying a little bit further back. Knox is stay a little bit further back just in case they jump him. Numlocked overextended. Numlocked might go down. His hat goes down to a beautiful sniper headshot by Bash. Bash taking down quad. There you go. The man has honor now for you. Does he have honor for you?
Yeah, he does. He's regained honor.
2 beautiful headshots taking down the medic as well. There is a soldier in lower PC. Numlocked has sandwiched him, but Daleth doing a really good job using the escape plan to his advantage. I'm pretty sure the soldier will be saying, yeah, you know what, we'll leave you. Soldier behind. He's going to get picked off. Mitsy being really smart there, realising that we can just leave the soldier behind because he's not going to do anything. Maybe get a pick from a spawner who spawns at second spawn. Oh, Bash with the missed headshot there. There is a soldier still behind, is there not? Daleth? Yeah, he's been spotted. He's been spotted.
Sort of not really doing anything apart from... Well, it's not really doing anything. I don't think anyone in Epsilon is actually going for him either.
Yeah, well, it means that obviously BFF are 3 players down technically, aren't they? With Daleth being behind, it's actually a problem for them, and Daleth eventually goes down, so now they're 3 players down, and Epsilon eSports will push when they have the Uber charge advantage, which is in the next 10 seconds, and take a look now. Knox is looking to push into lobby with Numlocked on the left hand side. Heavy is up top. Remember, the point is free, making it very easy to cap this, and there you can see, this is what I was talking about. I don't know why they're holding up top, it's insane. Oh dear, 106 points for Knox, playing really, really well there. You've been watching VanillaTV here for ETF2L's Season 14 Week 6 Premiership game between BFF and Epsilon eSports on CP Process. Your casters for this evening was Byte and War, and your streamer was Animal, and the score ending 8-3 in favour of Epsilon eSports. So, War, man of the map for this one?
I didn't think Numlocked played as well. I would say that it would be possibly Knox, because he did survive in like some really, really tricky situations where he just actually should not have survived, and he just actually played really, really well. It was a really, really solid medic performance. I think probably one of the better medic performances. The amount of pressure that they were trying to inflict on him at the start of the rounds, and the fact that he sort of stood back, dodged spam, and was able to keep all his teammates on good health. I mean, between the middles, you could see around on the mid fights as well how well Epsilon were doing on the health, because Knox was actually doing a really, really good job of just keeping the players topped up and buffs on those that needed it the most. So it would always be a case of when the mid fight was going on, scouts would come back, Knox would buff them, and that's it. They would just be released and just be sent around the map to do their work. So it was really, really well played by him, and I think he's definitely man of the match. Man of the match in total, I would say, is probably Numlocked. It's
for this map, it's a close one for me, because Stefan did a really good job, ending up with 91 points. He had 36 kills, an insane amount of kills, cleaning up so well with that magic 4 kill as well on middle. But like you said, I think it's a very hard job for a medic to manage to stay alive and know when to get out. And obviously, he got a few picks on Daleth with the arrow, doing a really good job there, I think. And yeah, I think he just kept his team in so well sometimes. And the man of the map for this goes to Knox, and overall probably just edges by Numlocked. For his play on Granary was sublime, to be honest, and like you said, he didn't have the best of games on Process, but got the job done with 8-3. So Epsilon eSports' worst result was still against Quarantine War, and
yeah, although I guess the overall result would be for BFF, because they did drop 5 rounds against them in total, and again, which is kind of painful, this game or this map didn't actually go the full 30 minutes, I believe. I think the time has ticked over now, so it is 30 minutes now, but I'm pretty sure that when it ended it was because of the score difference and not the time difference. Yeah. So again, Epsilon are still doing pretty well on the fact that they don't actually get to play a full game.
I've just been looking at stats, thanks to Admirable for providing those stats as it was on his server. And Shocky with 36 kills, right? But look at the damage, only 7,400. Just shows you how clever he is. He knows what to go for and where to go for, and focus fire. being unbelievably good. Between the scouts war, there was 57 kills between them, and between the soldiers there was 51, and numlocked had 9 on the process. But
I think
he did quite a bit of damage. I'd say quite a bit, 7.6k. The highest was Mike with 9.8k. But that's insane. 57 kills between the scouts, 51 between the soldiers. Shows you know.
Kaidus did only 6,000 damage on process, which is, to put it lightly, it's really bad.
But it's really interesting how none of them went over 10k.
It is. I think it's because of the pace. And the fact that the game didn't actually last a full 30 minutes, and the fact that quite a few of the rounds were quite quick in succession. It's an 11-round game.
Yeah.
So on quite a few, in a closer match, there'll be quite a few mid-fights where it's things like spam exchanges on last as well, or pushing to seconds. There wasn't really many parts of the game where they were both sitting by choke, just trading spam with each other, trying to get the opening. It was just constantly, literally just punching each other into the face. But obviously, Epsilon were literally just throwing them more punches.
Yeah. What you were saying is exactly true, War. Just in reference before we go on, it's the fact that the longest round was only 5 minutes and 22 seconds. So.
Yeah, and obviously in between that, you're not really going to be able to chuck out as much damage as you think you would. But I think with the timescales that it went and the length of the rounds, it was the damage was quite big. What was it on Granary? There was a round that was 8 minutes 31 seconds. That was actually quite a long one.
But if you look at the other rounds, look at all of them. They're all 2 minutes.
Like 2 minutes.
It just shows you it was either a roll fest or a very there's only one round where it was very close, and that's why the damage is probably not so high. And just the focus fire, the team play between Epsilon was just so good on Granary and Process, and that's why they were worthy winners. So congratulations to Epsilon eSports not losing a single map this season and ending on with a full flush of 36 points there, and rightfully so. Well, I think we both agreed that they deserve to be in the final, if not win it really, just depending on how they go now between BFF, Broda and Crackland. Those are going to be the interesting games to see who ends up second and have a second chance to contend against Epsilon eSports. Thank you very much for joining us today, War. It's been a pleasure as always, and hope to have you back again.
Nah, I'm gonna jump ship and go to Team Fortress TV.
Oh dear, no, don't do that. But yeah, no, it will be obviously a pleasure to have you again. And you've been listening to VanillaTV. You can catch us on our Steam group. Name is VanillaTV. On Twitter, also VanillaTV. YouTube is VanillaTV.org. Our Facebook is also VanillaTV.org. And obviously our website is VanillaTF2.org for the latest games that we will be casting. Again, hopefully the next few games we'll be casting will be the playoffs in Premiership. Just depends how quick ETF2L will be enforcing the schedule. So thank you for joining us this evening, and you have yourselves a very good evening.